Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone here today. Yes. Welcome to the Metro East Unitarian Universalist Congregation and greeting to those watching the service remotely. Everyone say hi. All righty, this is a welcoming religious community, and we are so glad that you are here. My name is Nathan Brown. My pronouns are he or they, and I am the board president of this congregation, and I'm delighted that you are here today. It is good to see all that are here, whether new friends or old-time members and returning folks, and I hope you have take the time to greet those and catch up with those during our potluck coffee hour after service. We welcome everyone to this home of comfort, spirit, justice, and hope. We are Unitarian Universalists. We will start with a prelude by Joy Heft. Thank you, Joy. That was beautiful. An important ritual in the Unitarian Universalist faith is the lighting of our chalice. Now, Unitarian Universalists have many different interpretations of the flaming chalice, including the light of reason, the warmth of community, and the flame of hope. If you're watching elsewhere and have a chalice or candle, please light it now as we all join in saying the unison words projected on the wall. We light this chalice. We unite in this sanctuary to share the flow of our hearts with one another. We gather together in ritual to celebrate our fountains of joy, to hold along each other through storms of grief, to guide one another through rapids of transformation, to rest together on the ponds of stillness. Together we honor the spirit of water in its many forms and life-giving essence. Hello, I am Eden, your ministerial fellow. Mike John. Or you can come over here. It says it's on. Eden, just come over here. It's lying. Is it on now? No. No, just come over here.
Okay. Okay, great. I'm Eden, your ministerial fellow, and I invite us to join in a moment of meditation or prayer together. Flame of divine presence, you meet us here on the journey. You have been with us as we traverse dry lands, thirsting for more. By your side, we learned perseverance and gentleness as strength. You have led us by still waters, nourishing our souls. May you mend what weariness still resides within us. May your voice bring healing in our bodies and communal spirit. Lead us to the place our hearts long to rest. May our wisdom of journeying be a blessing to share with all those who come our way. Amen and blessed be. Now I invite you to take a moment and greet someone you know, or someone who is, maybe some old faces are here, and maybe get to make some new connections.
What?
Yes.
I'll do it. That's okay. Great. So is your mic now?
I guess not. It says on.
I was gonna say, this might take a little bit longer.
Yeah. Oh. That's fun.
Okay.
So we'll just do this together.
Alrighty. Please join in singing. It's okay. Hey, I know welcomes that are gonna take a little bit longer in here. I get it. So when you are ready, please join in singing in the gray hymnal or projected on the wall, number 361. Enter, rejoice, and come in. And if you're able to, please stand. If not, more than welcome to sit. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. It is tradition here at Metro East Unitarian Universalist Congregation to place each service within the larger values that we as Unitarian Universalists hold dear. This week, we lift up the values of love and interdependence. And now we're going to start off with a little reading from Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 through 27. Bitter water made sweet. Verse 22. Then Moses ordered Israel to set out from the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. They went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink the water of Marah because it was bitter. That is why it was called Marah. And the people complained against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" He cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood. He threw it into the water, and then the water became sweet. There the Lord made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he put them to the test. He said, "If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God, and do what is right in his sight, and give heed to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will not bring upon you any of the diseases that I brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you." Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. And they camped there by the water.
As part of our weekly worship service, we take time for the expressions of joys, concerns, and sorrows. In this place, we honor our shared humanity and the need to mark and bring recognition to the ups and downs life brings. If you would like to recognize a sorrow or a milestone or a joy, you can come forward in the middle aisle, light a candle from the bottom, then return back to the direction of the sanctuary at which you came. Does that make sense? If you are not able to navigate this for any reason, great. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Great. Thank you. Okay. Wow. So much fun. Thanks for having fun with me today. Okay. If you cannot navigate this for any reason, just raise a hand and someone will light a candle for you. Because in this place, we bear one another's burdens and share one another's care. Let's be in a spirit of meditation and prayer as we come forward. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So take one.
Yeah, just light it, and then you can put it around that channel.
Yes.
Too.
So just from the bottom.
Yeah. And then just put it.
Let's put it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or,
I'm the only one for Alex because
Yeah.
I really do
yeah.
for him.
Thank you. Okay. Uh, Next is our time for all ages. I invite you, those who are young or young at heart, to make their way forward and come sit with me up front. Today's theme is resilience. So we are going to sit over here. Front row. Yay. Yeah. Okay. So this week we are exploring how we find resilience in community. Does anyone know what resilience means? Yes.
So like if something bad is happening, you like stand strong, like
Yeah.
you're resilient to something bad happening. You
Yes.
don't like break or like, go down easily.
That's true. Yes. So for those who didn't hear, Emily said it's like if something's really bad happening, then you stay strong, you don't break. So with that in mind, I wanted to tell you a tale about a young monk who feels overwhelmed by the storms of life. Long ago, in a quiet village, a young monk felt overwhelmed. Storms had battered the fields. The roof of the small temple was leaking. And each day, more people arrived with more and more worries. He didn't know how to be at ease. One afternoon, the young monk sat with his teacher beside a grove of bamboo. Does anyone know what a bamboo looks like? Has anyone seen? Yes. So for those of you who haven't, it's a very tall, long stem that has some leaves at the top. But it's not like a tree. It's more of like a shoot of, yeah. And so he said, I don't understand. Everything feels too heavy. I keep trying to be strong, but the storms keep coming. I feel so worn down that I'm about to break, exactly like Emily said. The teacher nodded gently and then pointed towards the bamboo, swaying in the wind. Watch. A powerful gust of wind swept down the mountainside. The bamboo stalks bent almost to the ground, but they did not break. When the wind passed, they rose again, tall and steady. Many people think resilience means standing firm against every challenge, the teacher said. But bamboo teaches us something different. It does not resist the wind. It bends, and then it rises. The teacher brushed aside a leaf and revealed a small green shoot pushing through the soil. Look at this one, only a few weeks old, yet reaching upwards. It doesn't worry about how many storms have come or how many will come next. It simply keeps growing towards the light. The young monk touched the tiny stalk and felt its surprising strength. But teacher, he said, what if the storm is too strong? What if we bend so far we cannot rise again? The teacher placed a hand on his shoulder. That is when we rely on the grove. The young monk looked around and suddenly saw what he had missed before. The bamboo was all connected underground. Through each stalk stood alone above the earth, their roots were intertwined below. When one stalk is weakened, the teacher continued, the whole grove helps hold it up. Resilience is not a solitary path. What does solitary mean? Does anyone know? Yes?
So like alone, just
Alone.
solo.
Yeah, solo, right. So it's not a path alone. It grows from connection, just like these roots. As the wind began to blow again, the young monk watched as the bamboo moved together, supporting one another with every sway. And something inside of him shifted, a sense of strength he didn't just know on his own, but shared. He said, "Thank you. I understand now." The teacher smiled and said, "Storms will come again, but with a community of support, so will our rising." What I love about this story is that it reminds us that resilience, or that grit of standing tall, isn't just about being unbreakable or standing rigid and resisting every challenge. Instead, it's like the bamboo, bending and adapting, rising again after the storm. And when life gets tough, rising again. We are stronger when we are connected as a supportive community. And when we're tired and discouraged or feeling bent by the winds of life, we can lean on each other. Our resilience grows deeper, not just from our own strength, but the strength we share. So what can you think about as we end this story time? What does resilience mean to you now? What's different than maybe we understood it before? Yes.
It's more about like having a community support you than just you being strong.
Yeah, it's about communal support rather than just a solo being strong. I love that. Thank you. Now, I invite you to go back to your seats. Thank you for joining me.
As the children make their way back into their seats, please join in singing in the gray hymnal or on the wall, number 295, Sing Out Praises for the Journey.
Thank you, Toy. Sometimes I wonder if we upset the God found in these texts because we are in what sometimes feels like biblical times of plagues and fires and the powerful and accountable for their actions in broad daylight. I don't know. We're not going into all that today, but we are living in an interesting time in history. Today, we are pulling from our Jewish and Christian lineage and turning to the people of Israel's story. For those not familiar with this text, you've probably heard about the parting of the Red Seas or Moses. And we're turning in actually to the story of the Israelite people, the people of Moses, who is leading his people out of enslavement. Our portion of the text comes right after they have escaped and they've crossed the Red Sea, or also known as the Reed Sea. And the chariots and the horses of the Egyptian and forces are stopped in the sea. So they are protected. They're no longer being followed by the Egyptian enforcers. So we pick up today. God has them leaving the Red Sea, the water, going away from the water source that they've known, and trusting that they will find their way in the wilderness. There are a few parts of this text, and I want to break it down. As it is written and translated, I will say this is the work of the God of Moses. This God sends his people out, but keeps them safe through the Red Sea. Then says, go from this place. And they go 3 days without finding water. And then they're understandably freaking out. Moses, what's the plan? What are we doing? They do find water, but it is bitter. So Moses is led by the God of his understanding and throws a piece of wood into the water, and the water became sweet. Then the God of Moses says, listen to me, and I will not put plagues on you, but I am a healer. That doesn't feel fair. That feels a little mean. Be like, if you are good, I will not send plagues. And so this is the complicated witness of the God of the Hebrew Bible and the God of Moses and the Israelites' people's understanding. So as you use, what do we do with this text? When I was thinking about what the next year of ministry for Metro East UUC will entail, I think about these stories that have inspired folks to go searching and trust that safety will come. So many movers and shakers, prophets and organizers in our shared history turn to this story to feel guidance, to feel not alone in the wilderness. And I think about how we can overlay this brief moment in our history as a congregation with this snippet of the text. There's a command to go out from the Red Sea. A decision was made to sell the building that had been home for many generations. Then there was 3 days without water. Where will we go? Where's the next place? Come on, Moses. Tell us where we're going. Moses put a piece of wood in the water and made it sweet. We found a place to go for now. But we're still on the journey. And then at this place, and at this tricky place, we listen to the voice of the divine. Where Moses listened to a Lord, to his God, who said, I will not put plagues on you, we can also listen to our intuition, to the spirit of the divine presence that says, what makes sense now? What makes sense for the next place? How can we trust with our open hands that something will come? And as you use, I also think about how Moses is tapping in to maybe his own intuition, his own relationship with this divine presence that says, we don't want to go back to what was in Egypt. The God of his understanding put plagues on the Egyptians, which made it easy or made it more safe for them to be able to leave and flee. And I wonder, as he was asking so many questions, or was being asked so many questions, but also was leaning into, what can I say? What is next? Something was shown to him, and it said that a piece of wood was shown, but some translations also say it was a tree that was shown to him. And in that way, the symbol of a tree is so interesting to me because it combines the realm of spirit, the realm of wind and air, and it also goes into the roots, goes into the living memory of a place and a location. And in that way, some may call this practices of being a witch or being attuned to the earth and elements. And he was attuning to the earth elements. To maybe this could also be, he was a scientist. He was able to know the geography at which he was in, to be able to place what would make sense to make the water sweet instead of bitter. And whatever craft that was, following his God and following maybe his intuition possibly, he was able to know how to meet the situation. So what are we to do with this? Why does this matter? Another way to think about this in a very larger picture of what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist in our history is our story of the life of Michael Servetus. As a devout Catholic, he saw the Pope march down the street in riches to kiss the ring of a king, and it upset him. This was not his faith was about. He was a Spanish theologian, and Servetus in 1530 wrote on the errors of Trinity. It was an early UU ancestor was murdered by the state-sanctioned violence brought up on charges by John Calvin. That's where the term Calvinism gets its name. Because Servetus staunchly believed that Jesus was the son of an eternal God, was a human. He spent over 20 years of his life either in hiding or wandering to find safety. And it was because of his beliefs. In 1553, his last words as he burned were, "O Jesus, Son of the eternal God, have pity on me." Even in his final minutes, he never recanted his position. Folks said that maybe if he had said, "Oh, Jesus, eternal Son of God," maybe his soul would have been saved. But he never recanted his position. He stayed true to what he believed. And though this is a theological position, this is coming out of the Protestant movement, coming out of protesting literally the Catholic Church and its practices, it is also a personal, it's of the body, of the material elements of the social order, that we say we are a free religion, that it's not about what you believe, that anyone deserves to be excluded or to die. But it means we all can have our own way, and that's okay to come into this space. I wonder if Calvin and Servetus could have just had a couple pints together at the local pub and just realized how much they had in common and how things could have been different. And that might be something we can do now. In the spirit of having a free religion, we do not seek to be tyrants. We have long escaped. We can tolerate that this guy behind me is super important to some people. And the beliefs about him are super important to those people. And some of those people are a part of our fold too. But that difference in belief no longer drives people out, but can be what invites us in to say, wow, what do we have in common? We can make room for the pains of exclusion on behalf of those in the Christian who grew up with Christian harm and hurt. And also appreciating the beauty of a deeper belonging. Showing up every week together is something that both of our congregations, those who are here at St. John's UCC and those who are here in the room, we care about coming together. We care about a weekly time to rest, to consider, to reflect. Can those be places of mutual reflection that create places of action, of social justice, of shared potlucks? We can be that, live out that value by loving those who are on the margins. We are looking for a beacon of hope. I wonder if our religious, spiritual, and simply human civil life can be more about what we have in common than what is different. To have the courage to trust the spirit within, or your intuition, or the spirit without, to journey forward with trust and faith that this is not it. This is not the end. It is only just a step on the journey. Amen and blessed be. Please rise in body or in spirit for our final hymn in the teal hymnal or on the wall, 1028, The Fire of Commitment.
Please rise in body or spirit so we can sing one of our UU favorite songs.
Guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of a flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and souls ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and souls ablaze,
righty, you may be seated. Oh, that feels so great singing. Just a quick gentle reminder as we pass around the offering basket, this community of faith is only supported by your giving. However, if this is your first time or you're just returning to us, you are not obligated to give, as we want this service to be a gift to you. If you cannot write a check, please help by donating your time and talent or treasure to help our community survive and thrive. For example, help with potluck Sundays and coffee hours, setting up and takedown for when we're in our other space. Also, if you want to help in any way, contact board member, board president here, or any one of our other members on how you can help us survive and thrive. For example, helping me come up with t-shirt designs. As I'm coming up with one that is for freedom of religion, one for UU feminism, UU science, and then also a special one because as a congregation, we are turning 190 this year. So that's something. So that is something to be proud of. We have been, our UU Faith has been in the Metro East area for over 190 years. That's something pretty big to celebrate. I invite you to join me in reciting a prayer as we extinguish the chalice. May this offering equip us to inspire love and seek justice. For announcements, so you can see on the wall, our setup and takedown is for when we are at the Masonic Lodge in Glen Carbon. So next Sunday will be set up and breakdown, and the 9th will be set up, breakdown in the common room. Next week will be Jennifer Lewis, our RE coordinator. On the 9th is Eden Johnson. And then we are actually having a service, well, to be determined in another location that is not the Masonic Lodge. We're still figuring that out. And then the rest of the month that we have on the 23rd is Robin Berkeley. And at the end of the month, our treasurer, Jamie Riedessel. And yeah, it is Potluck Sunday, so please come and join us after the service for lovely refreshments and conversations. Oh, 2 more. Okay. Oh, Winter Chicken Dinner, our fun fundraiser that Peg Flack has graciously helped coordinate. So it is August 2nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Edwardsville Moose Lodge off of Marine Road. We have bake sale. If you can bring a wonderful treat, we would love to have it, as those proceeds go to us. And yep, all you can eat. So it's a wonderful time to see people in the community, and we can hope you can join us. And then choir practice will be next Sunday, the 2nd, the 23rd, and September 6th, and then we're actually performing on the 13th of September during our in-gathering service, which for Unitarian Universalists, in-gathering is when everybody comes back from the summertime. Alrighty, anything else? Okay, please help me in reciting a prayer as I extinguish the chalice.
The light of truth and meaning cannot be put out. We are the keepers of this flame until we meet again. As we go, may we remember what resilience means. How we've journeyed and come this far. That while not every step has been maybe graceful, it has been what it's been. And it has given us a chance to arise to this place where we may arise like the bamboo together stronger, more courageous. May we live this way. Amen.
And for our postlude, I invite us all to either take hands or lock elbows if you are willing as we sing this Irish blessing.
Do you want to lock elbows? Friends never touch you with the hands that understand. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever gentle. That your friends never touch you with the hands that understand.
Thank you, everyone. We hope to see you downstairs for our wonderful potluck Sunday. Thank you, everyone, for coming.